Tororo Girls started way back in 1965, a donation by the people of America, United States of America, to the people of Uganda. This school, I would say, is the best girls' school in eastern Uganda, and it has produced very eminent women who are holding public offices.
In this school, we train the hand, the heart, and the mind. When it is time for academics, students really cooperate. They are always quiet in class, and when you come abruptly, lessons are going on, you think there is no any student in this compound. However, there is also co-curriculum activities which goes hand in hand with academics. During time for games and sports, all the students participate. The staff is made up of hardworking teachers and the non-teaching staff. There's a lot of teamwork in the school, a lot of cooperation among different departments. When results are released, both UCE and USCE, you'll find celebrations just because of the good results. For the various years, over 60% of the girls normally get Division 1. So the A-level performance equally good. 3/4 of our learners, having completed UCE or A-levels, they are admitted at the universities, and the rest in tertiary institutions.
I've seen this school grow. We value academic excellence, we value decency and discipline. So in the dormitory issues, the house teachers play a very big role to be very close to their students. We have house meetings. Actually, I would say it's supposed to be fortnightly, but sometimes we are forced to. When you see something cropping up quickly, you have to communicate. We have keen parents. Each teacher is allocated some students to help generally for those old girls who were here in the beginning, and then these ones who are midway. We have so many structures we lost, yes. The beautiful art room, I'd forgotten to talk about that one. And as an art teacher, sincerely, it hurts me. It was a storied building, O-level down, A-level up. So beautiful a place. But what we are saying now is we must maintain Tororo Girls School at a certain level. So we are looking forward to having people coming in to help us maintain the status of Tororo Girls in terms of the structures, in terms of development in other fields, like, for example, mentoring the children.
I joined Senior 1 in 2012, and then I started Senior 4 in 2015, then came back in 2016, and started Senior 6 in 2017. I was also able to, in that year 2017, emerge as the best student of the school. And that is most definitely because of the good teaching that is here, the facilities that we had that were really accommodating then. And I've come back as right now I'm doing my school practice. And one of the things that I've noticed is that our facilities have remained the same, but the number of students has increased.
We have achieved a lot in these 57 years. Very many important people have gone through this school. It opened for 400 girls, but as I speak currently, the population has gone to 1,900. That is a very, very big population for the initial structures that had been put in place for 400 students. We had the American head teachers, after which Mrs. Vita Mazire, who is our former Minister of Education, took over. And during that short stay, we had a male who was a head teacher, the late Mr. Bwire Abisag, who was succeeded by Mrs. Nima, one of the longest head teachers from 1977 to 1992. After her, there was Mrs. Pande, who also took the school up to 2002. Then Mrs. Tarinyeba took over from 2003 to 2012, and a lot happened during that particular time because the buildings that are our biggest challenge continued deteriorating. So there was a lot of rehabilitation during those 10 years of 2003 to 2012. The asbestos roofs were roofed. The parents also worked very hard to put up a second library and a computer lab. That was the help of his parents and Madam Aida. And of course, the repairs and renovations have been ongoing.
Allow me to start by thanking the government of Uganda for providing peace, but also very supportive in terms of providing infrastructure. We must thank the government for the partnership they had with the development partners to bring us this. It is almost a school on its own. If you get down there, the A-level dormitory, the A-level classroom, the science lab, said it all. And the library, there is an extended library behind, in addition to the one parents put in place. So we are grateful to the government of Uganda for that support awarded to this institution, particularly to girl child education. I would like at this point in time still to thank the parents for the ability and their ableness to provide the support for uplifting the standard of girl child condition, but also learning. They have done a number of activities, a number of projects here. The block just beside us here is a library and computer, an extended library and computer. It was as a result of the support of the parents. Beside that, as you get behind there, you will find the main hall. It is the support of the parent. They have even gone further to terrace the floor. They have provided us another bigger generator. When the first one got aged, they gave us a generator and built for us the house for that generator. They also provided more support for the kitchen, called it modern kitchen. Here we have a population of close to 2,000, but the fuel we consume may be less than that school, which has about 800. Why? Because we have, with the support of the parent, we have built a modern kitchen just beside here. Leave that, there is also support from the parent that provided us the 2 attachment examination halls. As we speak now, I said there are a number of challenges here. One, we have aging building. Most of the buildings we have are of 1960s, as I said earlier. You will discover that most of them are now collapsing, and the need we have, it is the appeal we have, number one, to the parents, not to get tired of us getting back to them. It is the only falling position. But also, another appeal is for the government of Uganda to come to the rescue of this institution. We have the number of students being 2,000, but we may not have accommodation for them. It is my humble submission and on behalf of the board to seek their mandate to come into the rescue of Tororo Girls School, so that Tororo Girls School, as the teachers and the other staff, play their part to uplift the academic performance, the infrastructure requires our input. And I believe the parents alone may not do much.
Some structures have cracked, serious cracks. Some of the aspects of the structures are all falling down. And unfortunately, the school is built along the highway and near a quarry, which TCI always blasts. So there's an impact of those blasts on the school. So a number of buildings have actually given away. And if this continues, our daughters will be affected. So the appeal is to request whoever is interested in the school to come and support us. The structures are giving way, and we'd like these structures to continue.
The stones and aggregates in Tororo have a lot of minerals in them, and they react with the metals. So that reaction corrodes the metals, causes cracks, and eventually many buildings have been pulled down, including the famous walkways. So currently, that is our biggest challenge. We have an increased enrollment, but how to accommodate that enrollment is a problem. The only advantage is that the Americans built very large classes. Much as they intended them to carry 45 students, we are comfortably sitting 80 students in each stream, and that one has kept us going. Then for the dormitory, they had provided for common rooms where children could sit and watch TV. Those ones have been converted to dormitories, and that's how we are managing to house 1,900 students even without triple deckers. So our appeal to our well-wishers out there is to come and help the parents that have started an initiative of putting up a dormitory that can house 600 students. We started it in 2018. There were 2 years of lockdown from 2020 to 2021 where no fees was collected. That one has kept us, at least has taken us backward. And still, when we look at the contract period, it is supposed to end next year, 2023, and we are not even halfway. So if you're a well-wisher who has a girl child at heart, would really request your input here, either to solicit any donors, even your own initiative as an individual. I know it will go a long way, because from what we see and the technical reports that we are getting, the buildings that we have may not serve us for in the next 10 years, the rate at which they are failing and being pulled down. And that is our major cry to all of you people out there.